go on Goolywowsh. Hopefully the lag kind of irons itself out here. What should we be looking for right off the bat, Sigma? What do you think?
I'm just going to be watching for who initiates the aggression on mid, what team is trying to get into the other one first. And basically we have a little bit of a scout exchange, the red soldiers jumping up first and pretty much just trading scout for platinum. That's a good trade for them though. Relic trying to get anything done, but Plat's already dead, and kind of, you know, this team revolves around Plat, so that they're going to fall back out. Shrew manages to stay alive with his demo man, but yeah, it looks like they get out. Okay, I thought they were getting chased.
It's quite laggy here, boys. I missed most of that mid fight. Like they were chopping in and out, and then Blaze killed 3 people. So main caller Blaze is killing everybody. Now they're pushing 2 here. Both teams do have Uber. There's going to be a defense of the mini Spire here, as we like to call it. But that Uber for the red has not been popped. They need to pop that Uber. Platinum finally is able to do it, but that might really cost them, as if they're going to be able to push in and clean up a lot of frags. Moose is going to go down for a second death already in this round. He's going to try to fall back to last here. Blue looks like they're going to be able to clean it up just enough to hold on, but 3 down, and this is the best chance to push this gully wash last when you have people down, and they're going to fall right in. Here comes the red team. Bro smelling blood, they're going in. A lot of pressure being put on the point, but Moose and Enigma are up now, and they're able to stop it. Platinum gets on spawn. Shrew did go down. Snoopy is alive. The red medic is still alive, guys, so he's going to back out and try to get this Uber. Just barely holding on, and Sigma, those ridiculous gully wash spawns, save another round, and here we go. First last push.
Yeah, I almost forgot what map we were watching for a second. I thought to myself, okay, 6v3 push on to last, we're gonna see a quick round here, but it's gully wash. 6v3 is like 6v22 because about 19 people are gonna spawn while you're waiting, you know, to even get on the point. But red does take Uber with that, so they have a significant advantage here. Relic's still dead. I didn't actually see where that happened. That must have...
He tried to pick the med. He actually got on top of him, but used too many rockets getting there. But they're kind of delaying here. Shrew's at 65%. They need to get in right now. No pyro to stop him. We generally see that. They do have a sentry defending. That's going to waste a lot of rockets. There's a heavy working his way out. Platinum's down. Relic is down. So that's going to be it right there. No nonsense cap. Kind of missed that pyro there with Enigma. Generally you see him go degreaser pyro and just kind of put up that wall of air, but that's going to be it. Sephy, did you see anything there that first round, or just a clean win for Bro?
I felt like Mixup's Demoman, Smacka, and their scouts had better position there at middle, but they failed to do enough damage to those jumping soldiers. I felt like they could have taken control of that last middle.
Yeah. But, all right, well, we're at middle number 2. Sorry to cut you off, but like the lag throws off my timing here. Smack is going to go down right away, and 4 are going to crumble. Dummy with 2, make it 3. Shrew is going to go down. Only Moose remains, and he's going to be a man. He's going to take down the gaming legend Oplab, but that's okay. Only 2 are going to go down. That's Pocket and Scout. Medic still alive. It is not looking good right now for the blue team. Mix-Up running into a lot of trouble, kind of unexpected. We thought there'd be much closer fights, but Bro is really taking it to them these first 2 rounds. Sigma, what do you think about what we've seen so far? Just no nonsense here.
Yeah, they're just kind of rolling right on through. I hope the server isn't lagging as badly as the Source TV is, because maybe if Smacka's having trouble, you know, that could be a factor, but, you know, they're not mentioning anything about it, so it looks kind of like Bro is just crushing them on mid, and then executing their last well enough that Mixup can't come back. Here we have another Uber coming to last. Dummy's got the point already stickied up. The Uber's right next to it. They have a heavy in here. Actually,
oh my god.
Wow, they're just killing everything.
Will
Never
one
mind
red guy die? The stick is out! Oh.
6 for 0, like, Jesus.
Wow. Okay,
these are some very textbook Uber advantage last pushes. They force the other team into spawn, and then they get a scout on the cap.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's going to be 2-0 for Bro right away, so Mixup needs to figure something out here, because none of their guys have, like, any points. You add up their points and it doesn't even equate to the lowest on the red. This is as big of a roll as we've ever casted. Ridiculous stuff so far. And Smack is going to go down right away again. Just can't stay alive here. Wow, 4! Only Snoopy. Snoopy, the med is going to go down, so a little bit of a prize for the blue team, but boy, they just got cleaned up like an invite team versus an open team. What's going on here, guys? Like, what is blue not doing? I mean, Relic has no points, Smack has 1 point, Enigma 1 point. They're just not making anything happen.
It seems like just too much pressure is falling onto Smacka at mid. Like, he went down immediately that time. He couldn't get enough damage out, and pretty much Bro just jumping all over them, gets the demo down early, and they do so much more damage with their demo still alive that, you know, Mixup can't do anything about it. What do you think, Sephy?
Smacka seemed a touch slow there to mid. They already had position on his side of mid by the time he got through that choke.
Yeah,
Perhaps maybe he needs to go lower door and see if he can just spam some damage from down there.
Alright, well, we have a pause. Either that or the server is encountering a big bubble of lag, which might actually be the case. Again, guys, apologize for the lag on the stream. It is, in fact, the server. It's the Source TV is as laggy as I've ever seen casting these matches, so that kind of sucks. But we are paused now, so we can kind of regroup and talk about this roll so far. So yeah, I mean, Smacka just getting shut down before he can do any damage in mid, and the team following up. What is killing him so fast? Is it dummy, or is it is it a gunboating soldier? What's going on here?
It seems like it's kind of a bit of everything. Like, he has a scout and the demo just coming into his face and doing damage, as well as like the soldier jump is coming in and the scouts aren't killing that soldier. So I don't get what's going on with Mixup right now. They're just not doing damage to Bro, and Bro's killing them.
Remember,
I
guys,
just have to point out his speed. Typically, when I'm playing on this map as a soldier, as I'm coming through the bottom door, the demo is able to place stickies on me as I'm coming through that.
And make you really mad.
He's getting a soldier on top of him before he even gets out the choke. So I feel like he needs to just abandon that route if he's not getting there in time and go with something else.
I've seen roamers get some pretty nice speed with gunboat rollouts to get to mid. You can get there even before the demo makes that health pack, and the demo's actually like 50 health when he gets there before he gets that big pack in mid. So I think that's happening here. Here we go. The heavy is going to walk up here. They're going to catch him though. They might be able to get a nice play by Mixup. Finally, this might be what they needed to get back in it. Platinum reading the Uber advantage perfectly, able to drop Snoopy, and Blaze is going to go down as well. But pressure onto last here. 2 is going to go down. I believe the last point is going to be safe. It is. Weeble is going to try to make something happen. The heavy has come out of water, but he's going to run into some death, and a point has been recaptured with the blue side, so maybe they've kind of collected themselves here. They might be able to swing 2 here, guys. Sigma, I think they're going to be able to do that, as Moose is all over the point. I don't think Blaze is going to be able to get in and stop him. No, they're going to hold onto their spire, so the map is going to be flipped advantage-wise into the blue side, so now we'll see Mixup try to push it here and maybe run it back to a 2-1.
Yeah, I'm actually a little sad there because Bro pulled out double pyro heavy, no soldiers to push last there, and I was like, what is going on? But then they got caught on the transition there with Platinum. You know, he knew they were ahead on Uber. We're paused, so I can, sit here and talk about this for a bit. Yeah. But yeah, he knew, and we're not paused, so never mind. So yeah, Platinum or Mixup having the Uber advantage here, and they kill Blaze, so pretty much they're gonna roll this through to Spire, and with the roaming soldier down, they might be able to just spam them out without anybody to force their pop, and that could be the Uber advantage that they hold on to take last here. We'll have to see what happens. Plat actually taking the Uber into bottom lobby, kills Oplade, has a chance at the medic here if he, gets a couple of rockets. He could kill the medic while Shrew backs up, and that could give them the round that they need to turn this game back around.
Might be enough attention being swayed there for the rest of the team. Snoopy does go down, so he did enough to get his team in there and mix up all of a sudden. They just need to warm up a little bit. There you go. 1-2 now in favor still of Bro, but a much better round. They were able to hold last. Smack is still sitting on 3 big points, so he needs to get on the board here. Let's really watch this mid-fight and see what happens to Smacka. Maybe he changes his route up, or maybe he is able to stay alive longer than like 2 seconds, and that will probably help them here. So I'm going to watch Smacka.
Yeah, Smacka's lower door this time.
Okay, so he's going to go lower. He's definitely going to have a better chance of staying alive and doing more damage. Looking at the red push, they're going to go, they're mirroring each other. They're both going to push up the other team's sort of right side there and take each other's ground. Kind of a weird little mirroring of positions, but both teams are pretty clumped up. I do believe that Bro is getting the better of this as they get the first 2 on the Moose and Platinum. A lot of low guys on the red side, but no, they're not able to capitalize as Shrew is going to go down. Enigma is going to get 2, but the important medic for red is still alive, and that equates to a huge mid-round, as Shrew maybe lagged out there, as that might have been one of those 2 pauses we saw, but Snoopy alive, Sigma, he's rolling onto 2 with Uber, so another very big mid-win there. Medic ready to push last.
Yeah, definitely a better mid for Mixup, but they still got completely crushed, so they're showing that they can adapt, and they recognized what was going wrong, but they kind of missed their window to get aggressive on the other team, and the other team got aggressive on them and started getting the kills. So now they have the full Uber going to last. They don't have any off classes, so this Enigma Pyro might be able to hold things off here. We'll have to see how this goes down. And the Uber... Okay, well, they got Smacka. That's pretty good, but Enigma just... Oh,
wow. They're making this last push seem easy. I know they have Uber versus no Uber, but remember when we casted this on the LAN, otherwise Enigma would just hold them in that push door and just right-click and air blast them back over and over and over again. And there's the good half coming out. So, boy, Sephy, what is your impression of this? I mean, other than that comeback round where they were basically like 2 seconds away from having an Uber pop to save for Bro, make it 3-0. It's been basically one-sided, so what does Mixup need to do to change it up? Just try to keep Smacka alive, or I don't know, get aggressive? What do you think?
Well, that last mid, I felt Bro read it very nicely. They figured that Smacka would probably start playing a little bit more passive. So instead of being all-out aggressive with their jumps, they just walked their demo man up with the medic on him and just took all the ground away from Mixup.
Yeah, it's really hard. This mid, I mean, it turned out to kind of a spammy mid. They were both sitting on either side of the point, just throwing stuff at each other, and it ended up being Bro that got more aggressive and were able to take down a couple with a bomb, and they just fouled up. Not enough damage being healed out here. Sigma, have you noticed anything? What would you do if you're on Mixup right now into halftime? You're calling the shots for them. What do you say? How do you come back from that awful first half?
Honestly, if they can straighten out their mids, they can make a comeback. For what I would do, I would maybe do a mix of like the mid they just did, walking up the right side, would probably be a pretty good choice. I think if they just execute that a little stronger, like when they get into those early fights with the other team, they maybe win them rather than losing them, would make the difference. Or they could also like do a delayed double soldier bomb. Like with Smacka going bottom, because they know that if they go bottom, they're going to expect, or Bro will expect them to come up and take Bro's health back, but they could like run Smacka up the left side with tanking on the medic while both soldiers jump so he can get through that door. That might be the surprise play that they need. Although
something different. I mean, they need to come up, pull a bag or pull a bag out of their trick. Pull a trick out of the big extensive bag of platinum tools of the trade here and make something happen. The stream chat has some ideas. Someone says Smacka should go spy. Little do they know, guys. Smacka's spy is ridiculously strong. I would be pretty good actually. I would love to watch that. I don't know how that would play in your high-level TF2 match, but Smacka's spy is not to be messed with. That's one of the best spies in the game. Let's see, what else they say. Smacka playing too defensive, yeah. I mean, it's hard when you're dead all the time not to play defensive. I mean, you're looking at the scoreboard, you have like one frag, and you've died 8 times or something, and you know that you're playing bad. I mean, it's kind of natural to want to save yourself. I mean, we've all been there, Sephy, you and I, where you just kind of have a bad day and you're just like, you do anything to get frags and, you don't want to look dumb in front of 400 people or whatever's watching this right now, so.
Well, the thing that people need to realize is it's not necessarily Smacka's fault, because I haven't really noticed Mixup soldiers getting aggressive at all. There's no room being created, whereas Bro just goes wherever they please in these middle fights. So, there isn't much you can do on Demo Man if room isn't being created for you. Perhaps Relic needs to gunboat and try to get people to take care of him and give Smacka that little bit of room he needs.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times people say Roamer is responsible for not just, kind of, doing the flank thing, but really taking pressure off of the main damage dealers. When I was roaming, my #1 goal was to make our demo Ducky have as open of a shot at the other team as possible. So, if I could go in there, and even if I did no damage, but the whole team looked at me for like 2 seconds, and they were able just to, spam the hell out of them, that's successful. So, Relic is, I mean, it's been a while now since he's been Roamer, but it seems like other than his LAN performance, he's kind of had some just kind of head-scratching performances. So, he's a really good player, and certainly much better at this game than I am at this point. But I would like to see, more kind of bouncing around, make them look at him, maybe play more like Quanix Dave AC, Dave always jumping around, making them turn around and try to find him or something. What do you think about that?
Goalie Watch is really the type of map where if you get aggressive on a team, you can sort of cause them to bunch up a lot. There aren't too many really great spots to stand while you're playing defensive. So, as we've seen with Mixup, when they play when they're not getting aggressive, they just all kind of fall at mid when they're all taking the same damage from stickies from Dummy.
Yeah, that's true. Dummy is doing a ton of damage too. It's tough, you know, when you have one of the best demos in the game, just free reigning over you because you're dealing with stuff jumping on you. I mean, you just oftentimes it feels like there's nothing you can do because you're just getting stickied, and then you have meat shots coming at you, and it's kind of a slippery slope, and it sucks for the losing team. You just be like, oh, I can't do anything. I just want to quit and go play Dota 2 or something. But we are waiting for something to happen. Maybe someone's lagging. I don't know. Sigma, did you catch something here while we're not just going live? Usually we don't have this much of a pause. I think Mixup maybe trying to sort themselves out here, come up with some kind of a plan on how to change up what we saw. But
yeah, I didn't see anything posted in chat, but 3 members of Mixup just readied up just now, so I think maybe they were talking about what they're gonna do. And I'm kind of... I don't think this is a Mixup... Okay, it's going live, but I don't think it's a Mixup-esque thing to do, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them... Well, I would be surprised because it's not something Mixup would do, but they might not go to mid because that's the problem. I would consider it if I was them. But looks like they are going to mid. Smacka doing a bit faster roll.
They're gonna go to mid. Come on, man. It's not that dire. By the way, you guys just missed out the once a cast where a full alarm goes by my apartment window, and that I think just got out of the way while Sigma was talking. So lucky you guys. All right, we're flipping sides. Bro is now on blue. Let's see if they can continue the dominance. Weeble is gonna go down first, so Scout pick the Platinum and Relic. No soldiers. Blaze and Boomer though, much more even mid fight here. It looks like actually with Enigma and Shrew being able to clean up Oplay, they're gonna be able to carve out a mid win here. Snoopy, the blue medic, is able to escape on his medium-sized horse, and he's going to get back to his last. So maybe it's a case of the red side being the better side. But oh, pressure onto the combo. But Dummy, like a fly swatter, says, "Get out of here, Enigma, fool," and just bats him away like he's nothing with a 2-pipe there, saving his medic's life. We're going to see some pressure going on to Spire here, mini Spire as we like to call it, but they're just not looking at the flank, and Bro is going to try to move in. Both Ubers are being popped. Interesting aggression being shown here by Bro. I like it. They're unexpected, catching that team out of it here. Relic is going to go down, trading soldiers with Boomer, and it looks like both teams are going to retreat back to their spots, so a little bit of an Uber to kind of take away the attacking Uber there, Sigma. We're going to see how that works out.
Yeah, that was actually really weird because I have no idea what was stopping Mixup from just walking through choke and capping 2 when Bro Ubered in. Rather than that, they decided to drop down and stare at them with their Uber on the low ground. I mean, like, Dummy was with the push. Yeah.
Well, I was watching choke and I was thinking, they're not holding choke. Why don't they just go in? And instead, they opted to swap Ubers instead of taking a good position that they would have forced Bro to attack back through their own choke.
I think it caught them off. I think it caught them off guard, and they just like, well, we gotta go Uber and stop them from killing our team. But yeah, the loop-to-loop play going to last would have been great. As we stand now, both sides with Uber all set up for a ridiculous last. And we haven't seen any yet, so keep knocking on that wood over there, guys, because we don't want a long goondy-bausch last. At least I don't know. As we are seeing the red side stack up on the left there, they're going to be met by 4 blue stickies there if they get too aggressive, and just going to spam away. So you have a sniper, by the way. We called it in the pregame. Weeble is ridiculously good at sniper, and Smacka just found that out by taking a 50 cal shot to the brain. Not too much fun for him, and we're going to see quite a bit of action back and forth here. Scout getting aggressive back and forth, doing quite a bit of damage, but everyone's going to stay alive here. That pick, Blue is not going to try to push out. Why would you when you have this last point, which is just a safe haven? Oplade has a gun going up, so he's in the mood to turtle up. And here we go, Sigma. It's our favorite thing in the world here.
Yeah, Smacker coming back as demo. I kind of felt like Relic was getting ready to suicide right before Smacker got headshot there, just kind of from where he was standing, so that might be the play that they're doing. I mean, there is no heavy. Unfortunately, there is a sentry gun that is just gonna kill him, like, right when he jumps in. But maybe he's gonna... Yeah, okay, here's the suicide. And he actually dodges the sentry using the pipe, gets right on the medic, and forces the pop. That was amazing.
Relic.
Oh, man.
He heard me talking smack about him, Sigma, and he's like, I'm not gonna let that crappy soldier CBear talk about me. I'm gonna go make. Once like the roamer or whatever soldier you get there and you're on the ground, you can't make something happen. It's just bad. We do have a lot of pressure on the point. A little sneaky swimming scout going underneath, and here we go. They are able to force the pop a little bit early, but they're gonna be able to get in. They have to kill the gun. Platinum's electing to use the Uber, basically killing the gun. He's gonna whip the shot. He have to show off. 2 frags going down here, but they have to move quick. Like we said, those respawners will be coming in. Can Bro hold this here? They're overtaking a lot of damage. Smack is going to go down to the NG shotty. Dummy is going to get put up into the sky and shot off by Platinum. Platinum is putting on his cape. Superhero booties for him, and he's going to win the round for his team. Just putting him on his back, pushing in 3-2. Suddenly, this is much closer, guys. A nice comeback round at the start of this half.
Yeah, and with their first mid win of the game, I might add.
Yeah, Platinum, impressive push there. He starts playing well, gets that full Uber. It's tough to stop him. Probably your best pocket in the game right now with TLR not being around. Here we go. Mid-fight number, let's call it 6. As both teams, a lot more aggression coming out of the Brett. I saw a double rocket jump. Smack is pushing the combo as Demo all the way up to their side. He's like, you're not killing me. I'm going to kill you. And that's a full wipe on Bro. Only Weevil remains, and he's taking a ton of damage. He's going to go down. An ace at mid. Wow, is it just the colors switch? Sephy, what's going on? Smack has suddenly grew a big pair and just charged the other team with success.
Well, if you notice there, Bro was forced to kill Relic at the very start. Relic was right on top of all of them, and Smacka was completely uncontested, pushing up across the point and putting out all kinds of damage.
So they tuned into the cast and they heard Relic just do
the
something.
cast during halftime. Anyways, here's the Uber coming directly into
he
last.
dropped him though.
Well, no, Snoopy was dead. He didn't have. But here's the thing: Gully last. They went 2 for 2 on that Uber, so they. It's paused. Oh my god. Okay, I think they're gonna win this.
Yeah, it's
what's
4
gonna
on
happen
3. Look at there's 3 red
Boomer's gonna get dead.
Yeah.
And then that Scout's gonna cap. Enigma's gonna cap.
Alright, looking over here at how this is my favorite part of casting, is guessing what's going to happen next. Dummy, ooh, my game is going to crash, damn it. No.
Oh, man.
No,
right,
I was going to say the pipe is going right there.
That pipe's going to hit, I'm pretty sure.
It's going to hit him in the crotch.
Like, I don't think he has a surf going, I think he's kind of juggled. I didn't see before, though, so I think that pipe's just going to nail Shrew and he's going to die immediately. Alright,
let's see if I can beat the pause and get back in time. I'm thinking no. No. Alright, Sephy, what'd you think about, how was Mixup come back? Is it just Relic kind of playing more aggressive, getting them something else to look at, or is there something else that I missed?
I also think it's Bro playing slightly less aggressive. At the very end of the first half, they seemed to tone down the aggression when Smacka started playing more careful. Whereas I think they should continue with the aggression at middle. Maybe they'll look to start being more aggressive now that Mixup's taking these.
Yeah, maybe they're in the process of pulling an AG. They got up rounds, now you have to change completely how you're playing and lose the match. Alright,
let's take it to the stream chat really quick. They're going to predict what's going to happen next. Everyone is going to miss everything, and it's going to be a melee fight on the point. Oh man, that would be so awesome. I really hope that happens somehow. Like, instantly everyone's ammo goes away, and they're just like, F it. You know the team of soldiers will win because they have the stick that does 5 million damage, and everyone else just has regular powered things to try to hit each other with. So my game is taking forever to load, by the way. Let's see, what else do we have in the chat? All the heavy classes will die, and it'll be an Uber Saw fight to the death. That is Sigma's wet dream right there. Except he wins, and then taunts, and then right before he wins, someone kills him.
Man, I'm awful at Ubersaw fights in the middle of scrims, but I'm really good at winning them for pug picks, so I would lose the fight if it came down to that.
F5 Initiator says, everyone wipes. That is my favorite play in TF2. Where,
man.
The demos...
If that happened right here, that'd be so sick.
So awesome. Right, where it's... My favorite's when it happens on mid. It's like the rarest thing in TF2 where all 12 die in like the same time window, and then it's just like, oh, okay, well, let's do this again now.
Yeah, I love that, because then you come back and like all the timings are different, but it's just another mid-fight. Because like the scouts come in way earlier because they were dead first or something. That's so cool when that happens. I think it's only happened to me like 3 times ever, maybe. But
right, I had it. I watched a scrim have it, and I was like having a sip of a soda, and then I saw it happen, and I like spit it all over my keyboard, and I was like, oh my god, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And okay, so now it won't let me into the source TV. Oh, it's because I copied the bad info that I gave you, Signal, from the manager. More Steam or Stream Chat. Enigma rapid switches to Pyro, and W Mouse ones the scene. Duh. Right. Well, that would be probably accurate. I think Enigma will just dive quickly into like Superman going into the phone booth. He'll come out as a Pyro and just murder everybody instantly. That would be quite the shoe. As I still is it still paused, by the way, Nick?
Yeah, it's still paused. That might be why you can't join. I know you can't join a server when it's paused, so maybe it's the same for Source TV.
Right. Well, Shrew dies, comes back from the dead, and eats Dummy alive. That would be interesting if all of a sudden there was like half the team was zombies and like chewing on the other team or like themselves, and yeah, I could go for that. Like the next Halloween update, like there's a thing, like a weapon that you shoot and then they turn into a zombie, and then you have to like eat your other teammates, and then like a team just loses. That's a good idea.
So in that case, is coming back from the dead like your ragdoll reanimates? It's not like a respawn. It's like your ragdoll comes back as a zombie.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and then the ragdolls just kind of go around and scream like brains, and they just
see, that'd be super scary, especially if you have ragdolls off, because then you couldn't even see them.
It would be like when you lag in a server and you have to start a demo quickly.
Yeah, you're just dying, and you're like, what? Where's that scout? What?
As Air Bicycle, in fact, is happening. It looks like with Mile High's camera angle, they're running like an Olympic marathon here with demos. You know, it's like who's gonna win this like weird soccer Pele thing? Here we're going back live, and Dummy and Blaze actually gonna clean it up.
Oh my goodness!
Did we call that? What? How'd they do that? No!
Okay, so somehow the pipe missed, and then like everybody died for Dummy.
I completely missed that.
He like didn't go on point right away, and then he died to Dummy somehow. Like I guess stickies are really good or something.
Okay, so where'd those three? Okay, I guess like Smacka died before he could det on the soldier, and then the soldier killed 2 people, and then they won.
No, I think